Hey, what's going on guys? It's SA-805 bringing you some more Call of Duty Ghosts. This is my next guide and weapon class setup for the SA-805. In the background, it is a KEM strike gameplay, 30-1 on the map Stormfront. It starts out pretty slow, but towards the end it picks up really good. And it'll show you just how bad the spawns actually are in this game. So if you're here for the gameplay, enjoy that. But we're going to go ahead and start talking about these stats for the SA-805. And as always, towards the end of the video, there will be two class setups that you can just skip to that if you'd like. But if not, stick around and listen to these stats. The SA-805 can be unlocked with 6 squad points, or you can unlock it for free by choosing the assault class when they ask you which class you would like to start out with. It fires at around 769 rounds per minute and has an aim down sight of 0.3 seconds, which is the default for every assault rifle in Call of Duty Ghosts. The SA-805 can kill in 3 bullets at 32 meters or less with no attachments, 37.3 meters or less with the muzzle brake, and 24 meters or less with the suppressor. Anything after these distances you can get a 4 bullet kill depending on which attachment you have. So 32 meters and beyond with no attachments, 37.3 meters and beyond with the muzzle brake, or 24 meters and beyond with the suppressor. The SA-805 has a 1.5 headshot multiplier, which means that you can get a 2 bullet kill at any of the same distances that you can get a 3 bullet kill as long as you are shooting them in the head. And those distances are 32 meters or less, 37.3 with the muzzle brake, 24 meters with the suppressor. You can get a 2 bullet kill if you are shooting your target in the head. Anything after these distances, you can get a 3 bullet kill if you are shooting that player in the head. If you'd like to see what any of these distances would actually look like in the game, you can go ahead and check out the video in the bottom left. It is a recent video I did explaining and showing what these actual distances would look like. So if you'd like to see that, feel free to check that out. The SA-805 is pretty similar to the other assault rifles in Call of Duty Ghosts. It has a 30 bullet magazine by default, 45 with extended mags. You're going to have 90 bullets total with no attachments, 135 if you just have extended mags, 210 bullets if you just have fully loaded, and 315 bullets total with fully loaded and extended mags. You will get a reload of about 2.45 seconds with bullets left in the magazine, and about 3.6 seconds when you're completely empty. If you do a reload cancel when you have to do a full reload, you can save yourself about 1.1 seconds, which is really good, but you can only save yourself about 0.1 second if you do a reload cancel when you have bullets left in your magazine. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the recoil of this gun, and as you can see in the bottom left, when you have no attachments, you get some high right vertical recoil, but when you apply the grip, that becomes significantly reduced. So I would always recommend running a grip on this gun, and I did some wall tests with it, shooting the wall with no attachments and with the grip. You get a much tighter spread when you have the grip, so I would highly recommend it. This gun has some pretty standard recoil when compared to the other assault rifles. It's not going to be better and it's not going to be worse. And if you get into a hip-fire battle with someone also using an assault rifle, you will most likely beat them unless they have like an FAD or an ARX or the Honey Badger, which has higher rates of fire than the SA-805. So that's pretty much it for the stats. Now we're going to move on to my suggested weapon class setups. And as always, I have 2 class setups, one being a stealthy approach and one being a head-to-head gunfight approach, not really caring about sound whoring or showing up on the radar. But for my stealthy approach, we have the foregrip and the red dot sight. And now you're thinking, this is a stealthy approach, why don't you have a suppressor? I would usually run a suppressor on most of my classes, but the iron sights are so bad on this gun, it just blocks so much of your view. I would highly recommend running a red dot sight. I perform so much better when I use it. As you can see by this gameplay, I get a KEM strike the first time I use a red dot sight, so I would highly recommend it over the suppressor. And then we have the foregrip just to significantly reduce your recoil, and you will stay on target a lot better, so I highly recommend that. But for the perks, we have Ready Up, Stalker, Off the Grid, your choice of Amplify or Dead Silence, and we have Focus for the final perk. We don't need any secondaries, lethals, or tacticals since they're all pretty much useless. We have Ready Up though, just in case we do get caught off guard by someone maybe with Dead Silence. It'll just help you be ready and help you maybe win that gunfight. We have Stalker so you can strafe in the middle of gunfights and aim around corners and just overall help you win more gunfights. off the grid just to simply stay off the satcoms, since what you're going to be doing with this class is mostly flanking and shooting people in the back. The next perk can either be Dead Silence or Amplify. I chose Amplify just for this class because that's what I had on at the time, and that's just what I've been using recently, so it's up to you whether you want Dead Silence or Amplify. And for the last perk we have Focus, just to help you stay on target more. It significantly reduces your flinch and weapon sway, so I would highly recommend Focused on every assault rifle. For the next class setup, this is the head-to-head class setup. We have the red dot and the foregrip again for the same reasons. We have Ready Up, Sleight of Hand, Stalker, Quick Draw, and Focus. Ready Up is just going to help you win more gunfights. It's going to help you be ready if you get caught off guard. Sleight of Hand just to help you reload faster, because assault rifles reload pretty slow in this game, and this gun reloads especially slow when you have no bullets left in the magazine at 3.6 seconds. And that is a long time to be out of the fight, especially in Call of Duty. Stalker is just going to help you win more gunfights, being able to strafe while you're aimed down sight, aim around corners and stuff like that. Quick Draw is just going to help you aim down sight faster, and since you are going head to head, you're not really strategizing how you're going to approach the next person. You need to be ready as fast as possible and be ready to aim as quick as you can. Focus is just going to help you stay on target, less flinch, and less sway. But as always, if you're playing an objective game mode and you feel like maybe you want a grenade for that game mode or some sort of equipment, feel free to swap out a perk for something like that. And maybe swap out a perk for like Blast Shield if you feel like you're like going to be capping a lot of flags or planting bombs or something like that, and you feel like you need some explosive protection. You don't always have to follow my class setups exactly, just use them as a guide to help you set up your class better. But that is pretty much it. I hope you guys did enjoy this KEM strike. More assault rifle guides are coming very shortly, and if you've missed any of my previous gun guides, you can look down in the description for a link to the playlist to all of them. And if you'd like to see more Call of Duty Ghosts, feel free to check out my channel. And if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button in the top left. You can also check out my previous video in the bottom left. It is on the SC-2010, a guide I did for it, and best class setups. But I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you learned something. And don't forget to leave a rating on the video, I really would appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace!